Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see the different event classes in java.aw.event package. So as I told in the previous video, in Java, everything is treated as an event. As we have seen before, there will be a source and there will be a listener to deal with this event. Now, we have got few classes in event class which help us to deal with this event, which help us to process how we can process this event. So let us see what are those classes. So we have got around 13 classes. So these are the major classes with which we can deal with the events. So which starts with the action event. So this is created when we press a button or we double click an item or we select an item from the list. So action event is created. So how this is created, how we can deal with this, we can make use of, by making use of the class called action event, we can do this. Same way, we have another class called adjustment event. So this is generated when the scroll bar is manipulated. When we manipulate this action is created, and we can deal with this using the class called adjustment event. The next one is component event. So this is generated when a component, you know what is a component? When we hide this, or when we move it, or when we change the size or shape, or when it becomes visible or invisible, this component event is generated, and all this event can be handled using this class. Next one is the container event class. So the container event is generated when a component is added or removed from the container. So for example, think that this is the container where I'm going to insert a component or I'm going to delete a component. In both the ways, a component event will be created and which we can deal with the component event. Same way, when we add or remove a component from the container, a container event will be generated. Next one is the focus event. So think that this is a container. So this is generated when a component gets or loses its focus. So think that this is a container and in this we have got two components. So think that I have selected this and the second one lost its focus. So normally what happened? The focus event will be created. Let me repeat. So this is generated when a component gains or loses its keyboard focus. Normally this is uh, depends on the keyboard events. When the keyboard focus loses only, this will be generated. Next one is the input event. So this is no generated when all component input even classes which is going to inherit this. So there is a class called abstract superclass. This is a superclass for all component input even classes. So if you remember, so this is the abstract superclass for all component input even class. The next one is item event. So this is generated when a checkbox or a list in the item. So think that this is a checkbox and these are the lists in the item. So when you check in a checkbox or when you select an item from the list, this item event gets generated. Next one is the key event. Key event generated when we receive input from the keyboard. Think that this is the container where we type some characters from the keyboard. So where we can see that it has received input from the keyboard. So when this happened, we say that key event got generated. Same way, we have mouse event. This is similar to key event. So this is generated when the mouse dragged or which is moved, which is clicked, pressed or released. So comparatively, mouse event have got so many actions, so many objects which can be dragging of mouse, moving of mouse, or you click, you press it, you release it. In all the cases, mouse event get generated. Next one is mouse wheel event. So this is generated when the mouse wheel is moved. It's not mandatory that when you check an item, when you select an item, mouse wheel gets moved. But there are certain cases where you have to move the mouse wheel. So when you move the mouse wheel, there is an event created and we call it as mouse wheel event gets created. Next one is a text event. So this is generated when the value of text area or text field change. For example, think that this is what the size of the text area. So later you have changed the size of the text area, you have shrunk it, or you might have enlarged the space. In both cases, we can see that an event got generated and we call it as text event got generated. And the last one is window event. So this is generated when a window is activated and window is activated or when a window is closed or deactivated or de-iconified or iconified or window is opened or quit. In all this no all this process there is going to be an event gets generated and that we call it as window event. So you have to remember all the event starting from action event to the window event, and for every action we are going to create or this is going to create a separate event starting from action event to window event. So if you take action event, it has got three constructors, which the constructor which takes three parameter. One is of type object, next integer, and third one is string. So this is with three parameters. Next one is with four parameters, and the last one is with five parameters. So let me repeat. Action event is generated when a button is pressed, a list item is double clicked, or a menu item get selected. So based on our requirement, we can make use of any of this constructor. Same way we have a adjustment event class. It has got few constants like block decrement, increment, track, unit decrement, and unit increment. Adjustment event constructor, it has got a single constructor and it takes four parameter. One is src, id, type, and data. Next one is the component event class. It has got a single constructor. It takes two parameters. One is src, other one is type. So src is normally a reference to the object that generate the event. So based on the object which will generate the event, it will vary. And type of the event is specified by the type. So same way we have a container event class.